a division which is part of the Department of Economic and Social Affairs of the United Nations, and our division's specific title is called Division for Public Administration and Development Management, which is the custodian of the United Nations Program on Public Administration and Development, which was actually established in 1948. And at that time, the member states felt the capacity of dealing with the public affairs and also delivering needed services to citizens in most of the developing world were necessary. And that's how this program was started and initiated. So I'm in charge of this program, and through the division and working on the 4 areas. One is the rebuilding or restructuring of the government institutions in order to in line or to meet the new demands of different times. And along with that is the human resource development, which is the key, because the people are the ones who will make things happen. And so how we can help countries in always make sure that the human resources part is secured in terms of the integrity, in terms of the professionalism, and in terms of the managerial and issues for those who have the responsibility of management or supervision. And the second area is related to how to use the innovation and new technologies to improve the efficiency, the effectiveness, and accountability, and transparency, and also clean government operations and services. So the e-government and e-governance, and now we're talking about m-government and m-governance, become a very important issues for countries. So this is why we're also focusing on that. And the third area is related to how government can work with the other stakeholders to achieve development goals. So we sort of again working with government in how to find a better way to engage citizens. And that's a very complex issue. It's not that you involve them and everything will be resolved. So there are legal framework to be established, there are institutions to be arranged, there are also some different tools we can use, particularly in the information age. The ICT tools become very effective in engaging citizens, as we have seen all over the places. Social media plays a very important role. So how we can use these tools to make the citizen engagement effective and still can allow government to make sustainable decisions which can really make a good impact on the development become a very important issue. And the last thing we're also now starting working on is the issue of open government data. And it's something new, and which basically initiated by a few developed countries such as the United States and United Kingdom, and they are the pioneers in this, basically to ensure or enhance the transparency and accountability of government operations. But there are also followers from developing world such as Mexico, India, and I think the others like Japan. Many are interested in this area, and I also actually during these 2 days I was approached by some of other countries who are asking a similar question regarding what is the development of this. So our division now is starting some kind of information sharing among all countries on this particular issue. So we thought that that would be some added value for governments in terms of moving forward. So these are the 4 areas that we have been working with through another 4 types of modalities. One is the dialogue, like what FutureGov is doing. to allow the exchange of information, experience sharing, knowledge sharing among countries, among regions, with some common goals. Second is the research analysis. We have a couple of a good report. One of them is United Nations e-government survey, which sort of assessed the performance and development of the e-government and mobile government activities and programs at the country level, with 193 countries involved in terms of assessment. We also have other reports related to citizens' engagement to improve the transparency and accountability in service delivery. We also have some research on how we can help those post-conflict countries to rebuild their capacity in managing public affairs. And the third area is modality is related to training, and which can be online and offline. We provide through the United Nations Public Administration Network to provide sort of work with the governments in building some online courses which can be useful for senior executive managers or middle managers in the areas I mentioned above, which are all free of charge, so are really highly appreciated by those who cannot afford to attend those offline training workshops, and also those who couldn't travel to those areas, so that they can still benefit from this online facility to learn and to, basically build their own capacity in different areas that they're interested in within the public administration and public governance. And the last modality that we do is related to technical advisory service at the country level. We have a limited number of experts who basically spend most of the time in the country and working with the governments, helping them to, for example, to build better sustainable strategies for development, and sometimes also helping them to establish some certain tools and helping them to how to assess themselves, whether they're ready to launch certain projects which can be costly, such as e-government initiative or mobile initiatives. What I see the challenge is that, as I also heard from some government agencies, the problem is that there's need for enhancement of coordination among agencies of the government, but also government should find a better way to work with other stakeholders, private sector, civil society, academics, institutions, because all of them can help. In fact, we in the United Nations have been trying to organize this kind of network with all the stakeholders together to address different goals which maybe are related to their part of the responsibilities, and to work together to make this implementation of the MDG goals more effective and efficient.